Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on where you seen this video for the first time. This is my story on my first gaming PC. Enjoy. So I'm thinking to build my first gaming PC so I can play in 4K and at the same time have a good PC to do other stuff besides just playing game. Don't get me wrong, my old PC that I have wasn't bad. Again, it has a Ryzen 5 and a 2070 Super, so I can play 1080p with no problem all the game. So I never had problem with my old computer. But I was thinking to build my first gaming PC. So I decided to build instead to buy a pre-built PC like my old PC. So I saw many videos to how to do it on YouTube, and I was ready. But there was still one problem. I had all the part price, everything was fine, but the graphics card or the GPU still was really expensive. It was way back in the day that this buy a graphics card, especially the 30 series, it was really really expensive because of the scalper. So I held until everything was returned to normal and I can start building my gaming PC. Suddenly, the GPU were returning to the normal state in price. Not yet, but it was almost ready close. And Amazon has like a Prime Day, or I believe it was like a Black Friday, a early Black Friday. But there was a lot of offer, respect all the part I need to build my PC. So I wait, and then finally I see that they have the 30, 3080 in a reasonable price, like at $900. But even with that price, for my pocket, it still was really expensive. So I still waiting to maybe I can find a good deal. So on the last day, I already had all the parts, but still the GPU was the problem. So I was deciding to, instead to buy the 3080, to buy the 3070. It was like a 650. So it was like a reasonable price. But I decided check check other places. So I decided to check it out, Micro Center. Just out of curiosity, everything on Amazon was a really good deal. It's still the GPU. But out of curiosity, I checked out Micro Center, and lo and behold, they had the 3080 Ti. It was remember correctly, almost was like almost the same price, like 800 and 800 900, but it was the 30 Ti. So you can put it all together and you will go with the 30 Ti at that moment. So I thought to myself, let's check it out. It's like all the Star Wars aligning, so I need to go to Micro Center and buy. So I went to Micro Center and everything was fine. All my gaming spot was almost ready. It was only the GPU, but once I went to Micro Center, I asked for that price. One of the person actually attended me, checked the price, and he was surprised how low it was for a 30 Ti on that moment, in that particular moment. So even the one that was checking with me again, it was surprised that the price. So I said yes, I have everything. So I bought the GPU and all the part I need, both on Micro Center and Amazon. So this is the list of the part I buy for my first gaming PC. So the CPUs, I went with the Ryzen 9. With the memory RAM, I went with the Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro DDR4, 2 stick of 16, so I had 32. You can see how I went all out because the price actually was really good. The graphics card, the GPU, again was the 3080 Ti Asus. The power supplies, I was thinking to buy the 850 watts, but again, good price. Again, it was all the Star Wars line, both Amazon and Micro Center. So for the same price, I bought the EVGA power supply at 1000 watt, more than enough for for my CPU and my GPU. I bought the M2 SD hard drive, 1 terabyte, and I bought a 10 terabyte hard drive just to save like games and video. So I had the M2 for the game and the hard drive just to save my projects. For the AIO, I went with the Galahad 240 Lian Lin, and I bought 3 Lian Lin fans just to be on the same aesthetic, so every with the same fan. So now I have everything. Everything was fine, and the price at that moment was 2,600 for everything. Not bad. Most of the complete PC or pre-built PC, they have the value of 3K, and some of them the power supply was only like a 70-50 watt. So for all that stuff, I saved $400, even more. You have to remember that before everything go to normal, and before now we had the new 40 series, the 30 series was really expensive. So to have everything at that price was excellent. Oh, I almost forget. The motherboard I bought was the Rogue B550, and the case I had was the 4000D Airflow Corsair. So finally, I had all the parts, and I started the process to build my first gaming PC. Now, the only thing I would change, it would be the motherboard, because I was reading wrong all the parts they had the motherboard, and I thought they actually had a USB-C front panel connector. Unfortunately, that motherboard do not include that, because my case actually had a C port on the front. That would be the only thing I would change on the whole build for my first PC. But now everything was complete. I started to assemble my PC at the moment, and everything was fine. I put everything together. Everything was easy. At the same time, I believe the only thing was do the whole cable management. But everything was fine. I completely put together my PC, and the moment of truth, everything I worked for the few hours that day, and it turned on the PC, and everything worked fine. I was just so happy to have my first gaming PC with no struggle, no error, nothing. Now, here is where the good stuff begins. First, for all the components that I bought, was the best decision that I bought the case, the 4000D Airflow, and that you asking what was the reason? And the reason is always from the CPU and the GPU, and the reason is both components, they run really hard. When I was playing the game, I started looking for more information, how I can cool, and discover how to configure the fan. So I can deliver more air and take more hot air out of the case. So that was a great decision to buy that case, and I still recommend that case if this will be your first build. Of course, there are other cases with the same capability to on the air department, but yeah, that was the best decision for all the components because I didn't know at the time. I only heard that the CPU reached like a high temperature, but that was normal. This was my first PC. I always was nervous about temperature. I could feel the heat coming out of my PC. You see, my PC is down. My PC is down on the on the desk, so I can feel the heat coming out from the top. So yeah, I was really nervous about all the components on my computer. I don't want to lose like all the time and all the panic for heating problem. But let's see, I was worried about that. In my mind, I say that I configured the fan fine because it was removing a lot of hot air that was accumulating inside my PC. But I thought to myself, see, everything is fine, but the other part on me say, you know what, take it to Micro Center and I can be more calm because you have to remember I spent $2,600 on my failed gaming PC, and I was really worried that I do something wrong, with the configuration of the fans. Again, it was pulling a lot of hot air, so I really can do a great job. But that part of me said, you know what, go to Micro Center so they can check it out, and I will have a peace of mind that all the stuff I did was fine. So I took it, but they tell me they were really busy in that moment and that would take like time. So I asked her how many days. If they told me like a 4-day max. I started to thinking. I said to myself, you know what? It's okay. I still have my old PC, so I had no problem. I just want to be 100% sure that everything I did by myself, it was fine. So I left my computer on Micro Center. The 4-day passed, and they called me to pick up the PC, and they told me again that everything was fine and that was normal for the CPU and the GPU, especially the CPU they have. It was the Ryzen 9. There was the normal temperature. The temperature between always was like in 70, 80. I know that you listen to me, that's nothing. Because I see video actually, people actually seeing putting the temperature goes almost to 90 degrees. So I was happy that for my first time, I do everything fine. Even the GPU was like a 70, 75 to 80 degree. So, but they tell me that that's normal, and don't worry. But my concern was the heat that was coming out from the PC. But again, they tell me the configuration on the case is fine, and you don't need to worry about. So for my first PC, they put together without any technical problem and hardware problem and software problem free. I was happy and everything was fine. Yeah, I would tell to myself. After that, I went to my house, I connect everything, and then something strange was happening with my PC. I said to myself, what is going on? Program was not opening correctly. My internet was slow. I tried Edge, that is the Microsoft Explorer. it wasn't working. I tried Firefox, it wasn't working. Even Microsoft Edge, it wasn't even installed on the computer. You have to remember, I just went to Micro Center just to check it out, the heat, because I know that everything was fine. It's just my only concern was the heat. Now, this happened. So I last like a 2 day, try everything, figure out what's going on with my PC. So I decided to start all over again. I tried to format, but instead of like a regular format UPC, I tried to try like a new format straight from the USB. And lo and behold, for some reason, the BIOS wasn't allowing me to actually to boot from my USB. I check everything at all. I do nothing wrong to the PC, and I wasn't doing something strange. I do a step by step what I did the first time. I put all together the part, and now for some reason I can't even do that shit. I said to myself, "Oh my God, what is going on? Why? Everything was fine. Just was the heat. Now this. Sorry about that." So all that stuff was letting me down. So I thought to myself, what's what happening with my PC? I didn't have any problem before I went to Micro Center. So I went to Micro Center and explained everything to them. And they were aware, saying my PC didn't have even a week when they brought the PC over there, and they tell me that everything was fine. So they tell me again they was really busy. It would take like a 4 day to check it out, what's going on with the problem. And I said, I still have my OPC again. Let's go. Take your time. At least they were kind. And they tell me, don't worry, we can take care. Because we already checked out your PC. Everything was fine. So I don't know what happened. Now, easier when another person, like a regular person, I would blame like a Micro Center. Again, everything was fine. My only concern was the heat coming from my PC. That's it. So I said to myself, I know that they know how to fall. I know what happened. I know why now my computer is acting strange. But again, it's in another position, another person come to Micro Center or do any store, and if they tell you that everything was fine, then you go back to your house and you plug everything, and then this happening, you can see how the frustration went. Again, it taking me like 2 days. I tried everything in my power to see what was going on. I formatted the computer like twice, and then after that, I decided to format the computer like from the USB, not from the hard drive, not straight from the USB. And for some reason, I can't even do that shit. So the 4 day passed, and then tell me that my PC, the other problem that I mentioned, Micro Center, they wouldn't see no problem at all. I just was laughing in that moment. Oh my God. And then that was working fine. I said to myself, for real, wow. So I explained all the problems. And then when they check out the computer, any of those problems, there was nothing. Like the computer was working fine for them. So I listened to that and started thinking, those are the things you don't want to hear. You can win a problem, and you know that happened to you. And then when you go to the place, they say to you, the computer has no problem. and they can see those problems. I said to myself, so okay, and you can see now my boys. This was really frustrating. So they do everything, and that was almost it. I had no word to describe why that shit was happening. So I said to them, you know what? The computer is over there right now. If you can help me, if you can install the window, I don't mind to pay. They actually give me a discount, whatever. But they actually were really, again, Micro Center was really understanding about my problem. I said, yeah, we can install everything. We have to remember, I formatted my PC twice and had the same problem. I tried to boot from the USB that had the Windows to install everything like a fresh, and the computer didn't even allow me to do that. So honestly, I didn't even know what happened. So I talk until already the PC was there. I said, yeah, if you can install Windows for me, I already explain everything, and you tell me there's no problem. I say, yeah, if you can do that, it will be perfect. And they say, yeah, no problem, we can take care of that. So I went for the day. So the next day, they call me, and then tell me everything is ready, and then can pick it up the PC. So I went and told everything was fine, and my mind said, you know what? Let me tell that they can actually turn the PC so they can show me, so I can see everything was fine. But they already called me and then tell me that, so I didn't say anything. So I get to my home, I connect everything. Everything is working fine now. Again, I don't know what happened, but the new problem, it wasn't like a problem. They forgot. I noticed I tried to connect to the Wi-Fi, and for some reason I cannot see the Wi-Fi to connect. And then I realized, oh, they forgot to install the driver for the internet. I said, oh my god. So I call. I explain everything. And they tell me, if you can bring back again the PC so we can actually install everything. Because I had a problem with my router, so I changed it for a new one. So I want to use my hotspot on my cell phone. And they tell me that, bring back the computer. I just was, oh my god, really? It's not like a Micro Center is close to my house. It takes like a 45 minutes with a good traffic back and forth. I explain, and then apologize again. Micro Center was really nice for everything, and they actually give me another refund. So I was happy. I was annoyed, but at least I was happy that actually they did that for me. So to finish my experience building my first gaming PC, it's like the commercial, the candy, the South Park kid commercial. So the only difference in the commercial that everything in the commercial start so right and then go sweet. In my case, it was different. Everything was like a sweet and then everything goes sour. And that's why I wasn't putting video on YouTube or anything on my channel. I just was waiting to give to my PC some time again without problem. I don't want to say, oh yeah, everything is fine now, and then the next week, boom, I will have another problem. But right now, I thank God, so far everything is fine. I have no problem. Everything is working like it's supposed to work. Again, I don't know what happened. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know why my computer is so strange. After I bring the computer to Micro Center, I plug everything. Nothing was working fine. I send it back. They tell me that everything was fine. And me, my frustration again 2 days to check it out. What was the problem? I said to myself, you know what? Is you can install for Windows again, do all the stuff for me, and they actually offer me a refund and a discount for all the stuff. So I thankful they have Micro Center and they actually help me. The problem with my computer, no idea what all that shit happened. So, in conclusion, the question will be, what would be better, build your own PC or buy a pre-built? With everything that happened to me, it left me a really bad taste. But thank God I had the advantage to having a Micro Center available, so I can go and check it out, and they can help me too. Maybe I know that other people maybe have not that facility, especially if you live outside the US. Buying the component online has its disadvantage. Perhaps you run, maybe it's not working fine, or your motherboard, or your hard drive, or your case came with a bend. Again, everything is cheap into UPS, FedEx. So it's always will be a problem when you build your own PC. All those problems you can apply to a pre-build. It's the same case. The only difference about the pre-build and build your own PC in that case is at least you can actually return the part that you think that had the problem. In a pre-build, because everything's configured, maybe you don't know, sometimes you have to send the whole PC again so they can check it out. See, in my case, because I have a problem with the heat, instead of buy a pre-build, I had to send via email, UPS, FedEx to the company so they can check it out. So there are more days, maybe weeks, before I receive my computer. So you wait weeks for other part coming to your house, and now you need to wait another week so they can send you back your PC. So my conclusion on everything will be this: if you want to buy a pre-build, if you have Micro Center, go to Micro Center. It will be more easy for you. If you have a problem, you can go to them, no problem at all. If you want to buy parts for a PC, again, Micro Center. In your case, if you're outside USA or you have no Micro Center close to your house, look it up for those stores that actually dedicate to sell PC. Not like a Best Buy or the electronic stores, places that actually dedicate just to PC. And you can avoid the headache, I need to send all the stuff again back through mail. So everything happened to me. Do I recommend to build your own PC? I said the experience still is good, because at least you now understand and know all the part on your computer. And again, it's your own computer with all the parts you want on that computer. Sometimes it's really difficult to find that computer in a pre-built. Sometimes you can find it, but sometimes you can't. So yeah, the experience is still was good. Again, the problem happened to me. Maybe I 1% of that person that happened that. Who knows? But again, for me the experience was good. So to finish, I enjoyed everything from the beginning. I had the middle part of everything. But now at the end, I'm happy with my new computer, and now I can play my game in 4K. I hope you enjoy my first story on my first gaming PC, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.